Hey guys, good morning from Hontoon Island State Park. I'm whispering right now because it is 7:30 in the morning and not a lot of people are up in and around our campsites. The people next to us last night though, they were like, I think it's a bunch of college guys, they were like screaming and yelling until like midnight last night. It was kind of annoying, but we're up, ready to have a good day today. Maybe go hiking, canoeing, a lot of cool stuff, whatever activities they have on the island. I think we're gonna make a fire though to start the day. Everything's a little bit wet this morning, so we're kind of struggling to start the fire. But we can do it. Maybe we can't. It's not ideal, but pine straw does get the fire going. You just gotta keep it going once it starts. We could be rescued from an island with the smoke right here, Dennis. I'm an Eagle Scout. Yeah. I'm a trained professional.
Always prepared.
Now thrust at the same time.
No.
Might as well. It already looks like you're doing.
So we have oatmeal for breakfast.
Yeah.
And the idea is to, we don't have any bowls or cups or plates. So we're gonna make a little tin foil bowl and boil the water like that. And then add the oatmeal after that.
I'm still very skeptical.
I am optimistic and excited.
Is this your fire victory dance?
Yeah. No, this is.
Looks like there's like a bee attacking you. Yay, fire. And it feels kind of good because it's a little bit cold this morning, a little bit nippy. Little nippy. All right, so our fire is simmering down just a little bit, so we're gonna start to heat this rack up. And we're gonna make a bowl out of tin foil. We're gonna do our best to try to boil our water. And Bruno and Kelly are up and they are putting up their tent over there. All right, so right next to the campsite we have this water spigot, so I can use my bowl here to collect the water, and I'm gonna put this right on the fire.
I'm just gonna pour some water on top of the oatmeal.
Okay.
Boil it all up, and we'll see if it'll just heat up and kind of
Just make like
work.
a oatmeal kind of sauce. So way up in the distance, there goes Bruno and Kelly. They're gonna go ahead and hit the road, but our meals are slowly cooking. Got some bagels on there too. My water's getting really warm, and then Brenton's little oatmeal cookie, whatever they're gonna be, concoctions, they're coming along pretty nicely. All right, so the water is steaming. Gonna go ahead and add in my oatmeal now. Looks pretty good. There might be a little bit too much water. Maybe I'll add in some more oatmeal.
I'd like oatmeal.
Kind of got a Mickey Mouse situation going on here, actually.
Oh yeah, hey.
Right?
Wow.
So getting this all stirred up.
Thank you.
And I think it's leaking a little bit from the bottom. So the oatmeal's gonna solidify, the water's gonna drain, and extinguish the fire.
Oh, perfect.
So perfect, very efficient. All right, so while we're waiting for my oatmeal and Brenton's oatmeal cookies, Dennis is gonna try to throw this Frisbee through the trees to me. So close. All right, he's trying again. Let's see if he can do it. Ow! Well, he did it. I just couldn't catch it with my left hand. I didn't expect him to. All right, so this is Brenton's oatmeal cookie.
Yeah, if you just water it, that instant oatmeal in a foily.
As seen on Vintage Vittles.
I think it works out.
Oh yeah, you guys have a channel, right? Vintage Vittles?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll put a little thing up in the corner, maybe send some people your way.
We usually cook better stuff than this.
Oh, let's be honest.
And my hidden Mickey right here is almost done. All right, this turned out pretty much perfect. Even got a garnish of a graham cracker to dip. This is exciting. All right, so I came inside the tent because I wanted to kind of give a little overview of what the tent situation was like. Dennis and Brenton are out there. I think Dennis is putting out the fire. We're about to go on a hike. This is where I slept. I have a little sleeping bag underneath this comforter, and then I had this sheet on top of it with a pillow. I actually had a pretty comfortable setup over here, and then Dennis was in the middle here, and then Brenton was over there. So it was pretty tight, but we had a pretty nice experience last night without the, I guess with the exception being the guys next door that were really loud. Kelly and Bruno were right here. We have since packed up and left, but camping is fun. Man, I love camping so much, and I'm so sad that I haven't done it as much as I want to. All right, so we're all done with breakfast, and we want to go on a hike. And last night we did come over here in the dark after I signed off in the bathroom, and we started to hike down this path, but it was a little bit too dark and spooky, so we came back. But I don't really know what's gonna be over here, but I'm excited to see. Look at all this cool stuff. All right, let's go.
I am still wearing my same shirt as yesterday, but I did change everything else. I did bring another shirt, but this one's a little bit lighter and more comfortable for hiking and activities today, so I decided to wear it, and it doesn't really smell bad. And also using the bathroom, they have warm water in the bathroom. I was able to wash my face, deodorize myself. I feel fresh and ready for a nice day today.
Dennis and Brenton just examined this, and they've been here before, so I trust their judgment on where we're going because I don't know, but they do have a lot of venomous snakes here. All right, so we just came from that way. There's a sign that says the campground is over there. We came to another three-way fork in the road. There's this way and that way, which is where we are ultimately going. There are some mile markers here, which I don't really know what they mean. And there are some street signs, which I don't really know what they mean, but Dennis seems to know where he's going, so I'm following Dennis to the ends of the earth. I know it's kind of hard to keep up with the orientation, so just kind of bear with me, but we are heading into the woods. Now, Dennis said that we are going to be going somewhere, but I don't know specifically where we're going, but I do like wooded trails. Dennis, what happened?
Where are we, Dennis?
This is a dead end.
I guess this one wasn't the trail. What a beautiful river.
You guess it wasn't the trail? This is a cul-de-sac of plants.
Well, I guess we're supposed to make a right, but there's no right on the map back there. Man, if we were in the Wild West, we'd be ambushed right now.
And I would have been part of it.
Yep, we'd just be shot down.
Okay, that was the trail that led into the nothingness, so we're going to be heading this way and see if this gives us any more luck.
I'm gonna try to be sparing with the clips that I film because I do have limited space on this memory card, but Dennis said that we are going to the, I believe, the Hontoon Dead River. I think that's the end goal of this trail. Hopefully this trail that we are going on, that Dennis says he knows where he's going, but does he?
All right, so we've emerged into another clearing.
What's the SpongeBob on the...
Are we going this way, Dennis?
Yeah.
Is this gonna take us to the Hontoon Dead River?
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe?
It's gonna take us somewhere.
I'm gonna die out here. All right, so we're about to enter into a wooded area again. Is this a dead end, Dennis?
Ominous sign here.
Is it ominous?
Yeah, it's still going at the moment.
It's still going! Yay! So this doesn't really seem like much of a trail because we just came through there into this clearing over here, but Dennis says he just saw a trail marker, so at least we are somewhere we're supposed to be, maybe? So this is definitely something, but we've been walking around and there is no visible trail that continues. Dennis! I have my doubts in you! So Dennis, where are we?
Apparently, this is the St. John's River.
Apparently this is the St. John's River. We're trying to go to the Hontoon Dead River, which is the kind of the opposite side of the island. So
we did it.
We did it, in a way. We made it to a river, at least. So it's hard to see, but right through the trees and the bushes is the St. John's River. Yay, Dennis, you did it. You delivered us to a river, and it's so beautiful and worth the hike.
Go show your viewers. Get in there.
It's right there.
They want to see it in all its majesty and glory.
It's right there.
If I go first, will you follow me?
Nope. All right, Dennis and Brenton are very persuasive.
We did it.
So we did come down to the river. There it is. It's so beautiful. And I'm about to trip over all these muddy nubs right here. See any snakes?
We did it, boys. This will make us wealthy for sure. This is liquid gold right here.
Pretty nice, right?
Yeah, pretty nice.
Pretty nice.
Pretty nice.
I like your stance there, Dennis.
This is my running stance. Putting a stance on the viewers.
This is really cool. On our way back, we came across a little, I guess this is a turtle, right?
Yeah. Maybe
Not a tortoise, but this is his shell. He was walking along, and then he sucked himself up inside.
Yeah, he's closed up right up. He's just a little shy. He's okay.
All right, so I think we are heading back to our, where's Brenton? There he is. Back to our campsite, and then what, Dennis? What are we gonna do?
I think we might rent a canoe or something.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm down for that, Brenton.
Yeah, sure.
All right, so we're looking at the map here to try to figure out what we did, and we think we went down to the River Spoil turnout right there, because we ended up over by the St. John's River. We were trying to go to the Hontoon Dead River, so I think we just oriented ourselves weird, but we saw a river, so that's good.
I didn't mess up. I just didn't want to hang out with those other people.
Well, I didn't mess up. I just didn't want to hang out with the other people.
What? But what if that trail had like a nice lookout for anything? You want to do it? No. Let's go get a canoe.
So we are back at the campsite, and we are inspecting our neighbors' kind of areas, because the neighbor over here, their fire is still going, so we're gonna have to put that out. Our neighbors over there left a lot of trash on the ground, so
Roy was
disappointment.
Roy was inspecting. I'm not that nosy.
I'm not nosy. I just want to make sure everything looks good.
Yeah, no, you should always make sure people are camping safely.
See? There you go.
And then report them to the authorities.
Well, hold on now, Dennis.
All right, so we're about to go see if we can go rent a canoe, but I came over here to one of the cabins because it's not closed. This is kind of like the patio area outside. This is probably locked though. Yeah, so that's locked. But this is it, just a very small little situation here. But I would love to do this as a table and has chairs. And then this would be great, just the screen protector. What?
Through the rafters?
Dennis suggested that I look in through the rafters, but I think that'd be a little bit too intrusive. Get some windows out here too, and then have a couple fire pits, wow, and a table. This would be the way to do it if we came back for $30 a night as opposed to, I believe it was $18 for the campsite. That's kind of cool. You don't really get like the camping feeling of being in a cabin, but it's a nice amenity. All right, so we made it back to the ranger station. The ranger station's down there at the end. This is the gift store right here, and then this is the visitor center that I didn't even know was here. It's like a little museum, so I want to go ahead and check this out real quick. All right, so I came inside the visitor center. I want to give a really quick kind of like scanning overview of everything in here. There's a cool diorama of the various animals and ecosystems found on the island. Got some bug displays over there. There's a movie right here that's kind of on loop, kind of playing the life on Hontoon Island, kind of the history, like an overview of all of that cool information. There's a very interesting timeline over here about the history of Hontoon Island, where it, I guess, originated and then kind of up until what's going on with it now as a state park. I don't know, there's very just interesting things that's going to be a little bit hard for me to kind of just showcase everything because there's so much stuff in here and I don't really have too much time because I need to meet up with Dennis and Brenton. But I do really enjoy these kinds of things that are set up for people to kind of learn about where they are and what's going on. Like this cool like shell mound right here I think plays a very important historical role in like the original settlers of like the island. Got a lot of arrowheads right there. Wow. Alright, I think I do need to go ahead and meet up with Dennis and Brenton because they probably have the canoe situation figured out, but this is the visitor center.
Alright, so there's the dock back there. We are in a canoe. Hi, Dennis.
Hi!
So I'm sitting in the middle here, kind of awkwardly. Brenton is up here in the front. And we are just gonna go exploring today, right?
Yep.
Hopefully you guys do the most of the work, the majority of the work, and I can just kind of relax. So that's where we came from, back there. This is what we were looking at yesterday and couldn't decide what it was, but it says it's a dockside deli, so I guess you can eat here. Maybe we could check that out later. They have a lot of boats that are docked over here. We are heading in this direction.
So, Roy and Brenton decided they want to switch places. So, the way to do this is to have 3 points of contact on the canoe at all times.
That's totally gonna work.
You want to have both hands and at least 1 foot.
Oh, we're already there.
There we go. And Brenton has successfully maneuvered his way. Now Roy will maneuver his way to the front. And Roy both hands. And now we are in business. There we go.
I have a silver.
Yeah! What do you mean canoes are easy to flip?
How we doing back there, guys?
We just saw a giant fish on the river, guys.
Yeah, right over here there was just this giant splash of water and a giant fish jumped up.
Might
It
as
was
well
great.
have been a whale.
Should have been a whale. There are whales here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
I have a little bit more responsibility up front here so we don't collide with the side of the river, but it's beautiful and serene, and this is what camping is right here. I love this.
Oh yeah, baby. Goals. Hey, can you steer correctly? I can't steer while I'm holding the camera.
Alright.
Brenton, back paddle on your left.
I got it.
Backwards paddle. Oh my goodness gracious.
I'm in the middle, so really.
This is what happens when Dennis stops paddling, baby.
If you paddle forward on the right, I'll paddle
No.
forward on the right, yeah.
There we go. Here's canoeing merit badge Roy. He knows what's up.
Born on the Hontoon.
So you guys came here before. Did you do this last time?
No, we didn't.
Really?
This is always fun. Yeah.
What did you do last time that you didn't do this time?
We didn't We didn't fish this time.
Oh, you went fishing last time?
Yeah.
And you checked out the shell mound, right? The Indian shell mound?
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's kind of just a hill, though.
Just a hill
Basically.
of shells?
That's just a log, right, guys?
Yes.
Okay. Abandoning ship. Did you get that?
I did. Just a bunch of turtles. They just belly flopped into the water right there.
You made him nervous.
We did make them nervous. We've seen a lot of turtles, but those are the first that I pulled the camera out for. That's cool. So we're about to cut around the riverbank here, And right over here is like an RV boat that's towing a boat as well. This is really interesting to see. Thought we were alone on the river, but we're not. All right, so the time has come. My camera battery is going to die, so I'm gonna go and switch over to this camera now. And that just died, so I don't know how well that's gonna edit together. You look funny right there, just on my shoulder. All right, we have about 10 more minutes on the river, I guess, and then we're gonna be heading back, and then back to the campsite to, I don't know, I guess pack up camp and then head out.
Beautiful. How wide open.
Yeah, we just came around this bend, and then now this is our view.
Just around the river bend.
Just around the river bend. I'm having to use my phone now, so I don't know how the quality is gonna match up, audio or visually, but we're still having fun, still having a good time.
Get in there, Dennis.
That's the life right there, isn't it? So right now we're just kind of
Give me a massage.
sitting here and chilling, just taking in the
Give me a
sun
massage.
and the sights before we head back
Oh.
and return our canoe.
Oh.
How's that for a camera angle? That was pretty cool, right? All right, so we are on our way back to go back to the dock. I am helping, by the way. I know I've been filming a lot, but I've been helping. It's kind of hard to see it, but right there is our turtle friend that we passed going this way, and he jumped into the water, but he came back out onto his log. I'm a big fan of all of these cypress trees on the side of the river, and Dennis even pointed out earlier, it's kind of hard to see on the camera, but you can see the water level on the trunks of a lot of these trees from where it's come down from. It's kind of hard to tell, but we are going against the wind here on the way back. It's coming pretty much perpendicular
You might say we're facing
with us.
the wind.
We're facing the wind, as Brenton says, but I'm pretty sure around that bend up there is the St. John's River, and yeah, this is weird kind of filming on my phone. I haven't done this in a while. This is a big throwback for me.
No, you pedal on the right. Huh? Pedal on the other side. Pedal switch.
Yeah, it's the wrong pedal. Going too deep. Might be it. Might be if you're not straight down. Oh, I should go through that? Yeah, that's what I've been doing then.
Slow speed, just coasting by, and looks like we made it back. This is kind of the marina over here, so we're almost there. There's a lot more people and boats passing by here, so there's a little bit more of a wake situation. I was curious about checking out the dockside deli over there, but we have some more pressing matters to attend to for lunch.
We gotta get the McRib.
We gotta get the McRib. You've never had a McRib?
Ever.
Wow. I had one the other day, and
We're gonna be a food reaction.
yeah. I had one the other day, but I do want to have one again because the McRib is a very special delicacy from McDonald's. Dennis, do you want a McRib?
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. All right, we're coming up on the dock right now. We are hitting the wake kind of hard from that boat. All right, here comes Dennis's expertise docking skills. Got it. Ooh, land ahoy.
Hold on.
Now we're just gonna. There we go, we made it. Woo. And there's the visitor center right there, and the ranger station, and the store.
That was strong.
So strong.
I missed the flex.
Flex again.
Oh! Oh!
So they're not answering the door right now. They may be on a van run, but I wanted to go and show you this. This is the brochure that I picked up yesterday that I wanted to kind of show you. It just kind of showcases the island and all of the hiking trails, all of the amenities, kayak or canoe, bike, picnic, playground, come in a boat. They have a bunch of campground information on here. Sorry, it's kind of windy. Has the park guidelines and all this cool stuff about it. This is the address right here if you were interested in wanting to check this out if you're a Florida local. But it has a lot of history and interesting nature facts. This is a great, great place, and I definitely want to come back as soon as possible. All right, so we returned the canoe and the oars and the life jacket. There's Dennis and Brenton heading back to the campsite, but this is the bike rental station. A bunch of bikes you can kind of choose from to rent, from small up until kind of the more larger ones. You can get one with a basket or one with a baby seat on the back of it. That's pretty cool. They all look kind of old, but if it works, it works. So that will actually be pretty good to know for next time, because I definitely do plan to come back to Hontoon Island State Park in the future. Dennis and Brenton are up there walking back to the campsite because we have to deconstruct our campsite, take our tent down and everything, and then call for a van to pick us up because our checkout is in about an hour. And then we need to eat something because I am hungry. So they do have a lot of wildlife here in addition to all of the turtles that we saw.
And all the
They have bears, yeah, and the people. They have bears, they have coyotes here, deer, I'm pretty sure. All right, so we're back at the tent here, getting everything out of there and unloaded, rolling up the sleeping bags, putting all the blankets and everything away, putting it on the table over there, and then we're gonna call for a van to take us and bring us back to the front of the park. All right, then it's all done, right? Mm-hmm. Nice, now we can call the van to come pick us up and then take us to the ferry. I've been waiting to drink this bad boy all weekend and it's really hitting the spot. And there's our van, gonna take us back, I guess, to the mainland area, the mainland, I don't know. All right, looks like everything is good and loaded. Guys. Goodbye campsite. Gonna put this in the trunk and we are heading back. All right, so we just got to ride back in the van and now Dennis wants to show me his fishing spot that they fished at last time that they came. So, kind of curious. This is over by the jungle gym and the pavilion over here that we were throwing the frisbee around yesterday. And I guess we're going over here by the water. Is this it? Fished last time we were here. You fished right here? Yeah. Did you catch anything?
We got some small fish, nothing big.
Really? Did you just sit down there and just dangle your feet over?
No, we stood up. I mean, the cast is right in that little kind of protected pond almost.
Mm-hmm. Well, nice. Maybe we can come back in a little bit and fish maybe next time. But now back to get our stuff and then take the shuttle back across the water. The stability on this phone is a lot different than my camera, so I'm sorry if it's like a lot shakier or if it's less shaky. I don't know. I haven't done this in kind of a long time with my phone.
Usually you can pretty much guess it as to the way they take it, the way they run it. They usually don't go deep. They're usually right at the surface.
All right, so we just docked with the ferry. Now we're taking our stuff back to our car, and then I'm pretty sure we're gonna be hitting the road to grab some lunch. Into the water with him. How was it?
It was good. It was scary. I'm tired and hungry.
Let's go get a McRib.
I need a McRib.
Huh? Yeah. All right, so we made it to McDonald's, and all three of us have the McRib, so we're gonna eat them at the same time. You boys ready for this? This is what this weekend led up to. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
It's better than I expected, honestly.
Better?
Mm-hmm.
I also got a double cheeseburger because I'm a big boy, but this is doing pretty good too.
Are you part of the McRib cult?
So where better to go after you have a McRib and a cheeseburger than a rock climbing gym, right Dennis?
Yep.
So I've been here before. We're gonna do some bouldering today. Even though my tummy is full and my arms are tired from canoeing, but we're gonna do it because Dennis loves this place.
Well, I already did it. I'm just trying to do it successfully.
There you go.
I just dab and I swing.
As soon as I got here, I go to grab. Actually, bash out and grab. It's gonna be hard to actually come back here. But instead of going up the road, right? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Is it doing a good look for you?
He's my brother. We're trying to convince him to take this up as his hobby.
Is he in Orlando?
Yeah.
What else is he doing? What else is he doing? He does things like got a McRib in me, so that's at least 30 pounds.
like push out the right foot and then get left foot on start, and I come in the right hand. And then the top out's pretty easy.
That was impressive. Wow. Super climbing, we have these pouches with some kind of powder bags in there to kind of help with the grip and climbing. And Dennis has this powder bag. You have a story with this, Dennis?
Yeah, so these are chalk bags. They have balls that are filled with powdered chalk in them.
Yeah.
And basically, Brenton made this for me for Christmas one year out of a pair of my old cargo shorts.
I thought those pants looked familiar because Dennis wore them all the time. And literally now they're a chalk bag. Alright, so Dennis is going to show me how it's done because he's a lot more of an expert than I am at this. Okay, so far he's doing it a lot faster. Okay, well, he really did do it a lot better than I did.
Dennis and I are about to top rope over here. I'm going to be the climber. Dennis is going to be my belayer because he has this mechanism locked in, and I have my knots tied in. We just took a class on this, and we'll have to do it.
We just want to
ready, Dennis?
also a little bit up.
Dennis doesn't really like heights. Which is interesting because he comes to a rock climbing gym to get over my fears.
Boulders don't get that high off the ground.
Yeah.
Hang out right there for me, climber, if you would. Very good. We want to make sure his rope is nice and tight. So right now, we want him in the braking position. So right now, if he falls, we're catching him, right? That's how it works. Great. You can go ahead and lean back, or you can go ahead and catch him. Awesome. So that's what it's going to feel like to catch him. Realize all the weight should be on the leg device. What we don't want to do is go too quickly, because it'll start burning our hand. That's when we instinctively let go. That's when he falls, right? So we want to go ahead and give him a lot of slack once he gets on that ground.
Gives you a wedgie, doesn't it?
Yeah, quite a bit.
Quite a bit.
Alright, so we switched. Now Dennis is doing it.
How's that? That was hard.
It's really easy in the beginning, then it got really hard at the end.
These are the good camera angles that you want to see right here. Alright, so we've been top roping for about an hour now. Are you having a good time, Dennis?
Oh yeah.
Yeah? Alright, I think Dennis is going to climb one last wall, but we are going to go ahead and head out after this because it's pretty late and I'm tired.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
So Dennis, you did a great job on that top roping just now. You didn't see it because somebody kicked over my phone. I was trying to record Dennis, which he's very sad about because that was really, really hard. And Dennis was like holding himself up in like a star kind of formation between all these weird blocks on this wall.
Yeah, like
you did great.
That scene in Captain America Winter Soldier where he's like holding the helicopter in the building at the same time.
That was Dennis.
That's basically me.
Yeah. All right, you ready to head out?
Yeah.
My hands are a little bit shaky because I've been rock climbing, but this is the class that we took for the belaying and top roping. This is kind of where they introduced us to it and they signed us off, more or less. This is the bouldering. That's where Brenton has been most of the time. And then we eventually moved over here and we did some top roping over here as well. All right, Dennis, so we made it back to your place, so I'm gonna go and hop in my car and take it back home. But I had a good time this weekend. Camping, I haven't done it in so long, and that was the perfect place to do it. I had an incredible time. And there's Brenton again.
Hey!
Hi, thank you for inviting me again.
Absolutely.
And coming along, we had a good
It's all
time
Dennis'
this weekend. Dennis, it was a pretty good place, and I hope we can go back to it soon.
Good job, Dan.
But I'm gonna head back home, so I'll see you guys later, okay?
See ya.
Alright, so I made it back home. It is now completely dark outside, but I am so ready to hop in the shower and put all this stuff away and maybe wash my clothes, but I put my battery for my camera back on the charger, so I can switch back over to this camera now, which is a little bit more pleasant because I started the video on this camera, so I want to end it on this camera, but I don't have much time left. I only have about a minute left on here to talk, but I had such a great trip this weekend. I don't know if I have anything else left to say that I haven't already said. I was so impressed by Hontoon Island State Park, and I'm so glad that Dennis invited me and I got to go with Brenton and Kelly and Bruno, and it was really for Bruno's birthday. Actually, I didn't even say why we were going to this island, but it was for Bruno's birthday, and we had just such a pleasant time, and just getting to camp after having not camped in so long was just so cathartic for me. I just love camping, and I'm so sad that I haven't done it in so long, but this was the perfect place to do it. Just the amenities were there, the seclusion was there, the weather felt perfect, honestly. They have canoeing, they have biking, they have hiking, they have really just everything that I could possibly want. I only have 10 seconds left to talk. But thank you so much for coming along with me on this. I think it's going to end up being 2 videos because we didn't plan to go rock climbing, but we ended up going rock climbing, so I'm just going to make yesterday's video its own thing and then today's video its own thing. But have a good day. I'll see you soon. Camping, it's fun!